If you were to sell your business right now, how much is it worth? Not do you want to sell your business, not do you plan to ever sell your business, but if you had to sell your business right now, could you? Does it have worth outside of what you perceive and what you're doing right now? I've worked with over 600 CEOs, and throughout that process, I've had a chance to work with leaders at different stages in their career. And I had a great conversation with a gentleman, Edward, on the West Coast, who, by any measure, is one of the best in the US when it comes to food manufacturing, food distribution, B2B business operations in the food service industry, and also restaurant operations. He's incredible. And we were talking, he's now in his 70s. You wouldn't know it. I mean, the energy he's got, man. But he was talking about how different ones of his peers, different peers of his, made different choices when it came to the type of business they pursued. Because in his business, he's the expert and he's got a great team, but everything funnels towards him. And at this point in his career, he is looking for more options when it comes to working less or doing something different. But without him, the business wouldn't run. And then other people that he was talking about, other friends that he had, they had businesses where they had built something a little bit more system-oriented, and it was able to run without the leader or the business founder's daily involvement. So the question isn't, I don't have the kind of business where I want to make it large, I want to sell it. That's not the question. There's two questions to ask when it comes to the success of a company. The first question is, how much value does it create for consumers? And if you create more value for consumers, you guarantee it, you do it faster than anyone else, and it's got almost no friction, then you will have a very successful top line. Your business should run very, very well, because the most important thing is that you have you found that product market fit. But the second part of having a successful business is, how valuable is your business in the eyes of someone who would want to buy it? So the first one is creating value for consumers. The second one is having value for business owners or for people who purchase businesses. And the qualities that it takes to be successful when it comes to having value as a business has to do with systems, automation. It has to do with how well do you deliver that value, how confidently, how repeatably do you present that value. And so regardless of what your goal is for your company, as a business owner, as a business leader, you have to ask yourself, am I building something that is sellable? And not just because you want options at the end of your life. I mean, it's kind of the point, right? You start a business so that you can do excellent work, you can make a dent in the universe, and then figure out what else you want to do with your life. But also so that the way in which you deliver the value is as efficient and as effective as possible. But tell me what you think, because the perspective of someone who's 70 years old and has had a great career might be helpful to people that are at the beginning or the middle of their career when they make choices. What do you think?